Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you again for joining. So I got a lot of requests on how I did my makeup for my wedding. I actually decided to do it on my own, and also I just wanted to chat with you guys about being a COVID bride, what I learned, some of the challenges that we faced, some things that worked for us that was really helpful as we were planning this wedding, and yeah, just chats and makeup. So if you want to learn how to get this makeup look, then please keep watching. Okay, so let's get started. Like I said, I really want to chat more about being a COVID bride and kind of just talk about how I planned my wedding and kind of the challenges that I faced. And along the way, I'm going to do my bridal makeup. So if you guys have any questions about my makeup, just comment down below and I'll get back to you. I will link all the products as well, and I'll try to talk about what I'm doing with my makeup, but if I skip anything, it's because I really just want to talk about my experience planning my wedding and kind of what I've learned from it. So let's get started. I'll start with primer. I'm using the Benefit Professional Primer. I used this in my first video and I talked about how I didn't like it that much, but you really just want to find a primer that's good for you, for oil-based or whatever you guys need. Will and I got married August 14th, so it's about 3 months ago, and we got engaged in March. At the time, we were living in Sydney. We met in Sydney. We were going to Hillsong College. And we actually didn't start dating till our 3rd year of college, and that's a whole nother story. It's really funny. Maybe I'll talk about it in another video. But we got engaged, I think it was like March 1st. It was like a couple of weeks before we decided to move back to America. And at the time, COVID had just started, but we didn't know how serious it was. As we were getting closer to moving back to America, we decided to leave a little bit earlier, because it was like 2 days earlier, because Trump was saying that they're gonna close the borders, and we just got really stressed, and we're like, we just need to get back into our country before we get stuck over here, and then it's just gonna be like crazy. So we moved back to America as an engaged couple, and we didn't really know what was gonna happen from there. Like, we knew we wanted to get married kind of fast. Like, we didn't want to wait super long. I kind of like the idea of dating for a while and then having a shorter engagement. So we gave ourselves 6 months. But within those 6 months, everything started getting worse with COVID. So we were just like, what do we do? Like, it was just like so unpredictable. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know anything. Like, venues were closing and the borders were closing, and we're like, are we even gonna be able to have any of our friends come to our wedding? So that was just like so challenging. So then I think we changed our guest list like so many times. We were just so sad that we could not have everybody that we really wanted there. We were just like, okay, like, it's just like not possible. It's more stressful to have inviting people and plan around the maybes that could come instead of planning around like the for sures. And even the for sures that were family, we weren't even sure if we can have everybody there, because none of the venues were allowing more than like 20 people. So that was a journey in itself. We decided to start with our venue. We knew that we wanted to have a really pretty scenery. We wanted to get married outside and stuff like that. So we started looking for venues, and that took like so long. I can't even tell you guys how long that took. So then Will and I just decided to go with the plan of just having our family. And that was so hard, because we were like, we kind of both have like a decent amount of people on both sides of our family, and we just didn't know what to do. We're like, how do we choose which family members to invite? So we just made it easier on ourselves, and we just did immediate family. And we ended up only having, including us, about 20 people at our venue. And then we ended up zooming in the rest of our friends and extended family. So that was a hard decision. That's not what I was expecting my wedding day to look. And all in all, it was so beautiful and so special, but that was a really hard decision to completely cut our guest list from, I think it started from like 130 to 60 to like 40 to 19 and 20, and we're like, great, this is what we're gonna do. So it was so hard. It was so hard to plan this wedding during COVID. It was just like such a challenge. But we started with our venue first. We found a venue up in Oak Glen. that was so beautiful. It's called Mile High Oaks. It was like the most perfect venue. Also, I just used paint pot on my eyelids to make sure that my eyeshadow doesn't come off. It's more pigmented, it stays on all night. So then we split responsibilities. I think that was so helpful. We didn't have a wedding planner, so we ended up just splitting our responsibilities, and we put a list of things he can do, things that I can do, and that really helped a lot. So if you don't have a wedding planner, I really recommend just splitting responsibilities. It was so helpful. We chose 3 things that were really important to us. We wanted to stay within our budget. We didn't want to, you know, get in debt with our wedding. We didn't want to just go crazy and then have no savings. So we stayed within our budget, and we chose 3 things that we were willing to spend on, which was our photographer, our venue, and my dress. Those 3 things were really important to us. Also, I'm using the Tartelette in Bloom eyeshadow palette. And I'm using Flower Child on my crease and just kind of blending that out and making it look really nice and soft. I chose to do my own makeup because instead of spending the money on someone to do my makeup, I'd rather spend the money on buying the products that I wanted, and that way I can just keep them after my wedding instead of washing off my face and being like, where did the money go? I bought a lot of products and I did a lot of research on things that, you know, I wanted for my wedding day. So that's kind of why I decided to do my own makeup, and I was really happy that I did. And I practiced a lot. So if you do end up doing your makeup, just make sure you practice a lot. You don't use any new products that your face isn't too familiar with, because you don't want your face to react. And if you do, go ahead and try it. Give yourself some time, like way before your wedding day, to use something new and just see how your skin reacts. So I'm just going with Smarty Pants. I'm going with this like a darker, like matte brown, just in the crease. I wanted to keep it really natural because I know Will likes natural makeup on me. Also, I just used Flower Child and a little bit of Smarty Pants, and I just put it a little bit under my lash line. And then I'm going to go in with, this is CoverGirl Ink It. It's in a black. I put that just at the top, and this is waterproof, by the way. See how that kind of just like opened up my eyes a bit? I really liked this trick. Now I'm just going to go in with my liquid liner. I'm just going to make a small little wing. And I think it's like, if you are wearing falsies, to make sure that you wear some kind of eyeliner, unless you're wearing individual lashes, because the strip, you will be able to see the strip and you don't really want to see that. So just like that, and then I'm going to smudge it out with eyeshadow in a sec. So just do the other side. I always start with the corner. I go up, and then from the tip, I bring it in. And I'm not too concerned that it's perfect because, like I said, I'm smudging it out afterwards. So then I'm grabbing this, this like flat, like fluffy brush, and I'm going to use Activist, just a tad bit, and I'm just going to go really close to the end, and I'm just going to press in the powder there. And it's just going to give it a bit more of a natural wing. We're getting there. So that's kind of what it looks like right now. Then I'm going in with the, it's called Funny Girl. It's like a really pretty golden shimmery color. So pretty, isn't it, this one? So I'm going in with that one, just with my finger. And I'm just gonna press on the lid, because because I really liked like that wet look. My kitty's crying. The one at the door. I locked her out because she just bites on all my cords. And our Christmas tree is in here because she bites on the branches and we're still trying to train her. Just like that. And then I grabbed just a little brush and just like blend it out on the top. So yeah, when I was looking for my dress, it was actually really special because I was able to go to Phoenix for a bit and my sisters and my mom live there, so we were able to go dress shopping. And I really recommend trying on every style, trying on things that you were like, no way. Just try on everything because you don't want to have any regrets. You don't want to be like, oh, what if I tried on that one? What if I tried on this one? With my dress, it ended up not being exactly what I always thought I was gonna get married in. I always thought I was gonna wear like this like silk, like low back dress. And then I tried it on and I was like, no. I really recommend, you know, trying on a bunch of dresses. Even if you do try on a dress that you really love and you're like, this is the one, I would still recommend trying on different styles. That way you're like super sure and you're not second guessing it. And I was really confident that I was really happy with my dress. It was just perfect for me. Okay, so we're gonna go in with brows now. Oh my gosh, I didn't even tell you guys what happened. So after we had chosen our venue, we ended up having like a bunch of fires in California. And our venue literally almost burned down. And there was like fires and like flames like just on the edge of the cliff where our venue is. So it literally almost burned down. It was like the most stressful wedding planning ever. You know what they say, like if you can get through wedding planning, you can get through anything. I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills in chocolate. I'm just gonna fill in just like the sparse areas. I wanted to keep my brows pretty natural and fluffy, but still really full. I like full bushy brows, so I'm just filling in a bit of the sparser areas. But thank God our wedding venue did not burn down. The firefighters saved our venue. We ended up having just our ceremony there. So we just got married there, got ready there and all that stuff. And then a really kind friend ended up offering her like stunning backyard to have our reception. And that was just like such a blessing. I feel like during this whole like COVID wedding planning, like God's favor was completely on us because we were just like so blessed financially by friends and family and by like prayer. Everything was just so good. And you know, I know it can be really discouraging to have your plans change, but honestly, like our wedding day went by so fast. Like thank God for photographers because I don't even remember a lot of it because it was just like so many emotions and you're just like kind of think you're like in a dream. You're like, am I dreaming right now? Because this is what so many girls look forward to is their wedding day. And you're just like, oh, it's over. Like it went by so fast. And all of like the tiny things that you stress about planning your wedding, it's like doesn't even matter at the end of the day if you're just with like people that you love and you're marrying the person that you love the most. And you know, like we realized it's not about all the flashy things and like it actually just was absolutely perfect for us. And then what I like to do after I fill in my brows, I like to kind of just brush them out to kind of just like even out all the product and soften it up a bit, those harsh lines. And then I found this product. I talked about it in my first video. This is like changed my brow life. It's the Benefit Give Me Brows. It literally just gives you eyebrows and it's the best thing ever. So I like to use that afterwards. And I kind of just brush up really, really lightly. You don't want to use too much pressure. Oh my gosh, I forgot to talk about the food. So I always envisioned having like this really fancy meal and like steak and, you know, salmon and all this like yummy stuff, and I'm like, you look at the prices and you're like, never mind. And honestly, like, I think it's so important to reach out to different brides, like close friends or like extended family that have been married before, and just ask them like, what did you learn from your wedding day? Like, what are, because like I said, everybody's gonna have their different things. Everybody, like if you're a big foodie and you want the most like beautiful, like luxurious place, then go for it if that's really important to you. But it really wasn't that big of a deal. We ended up just catering Chick-fil-A, and it was like so delicious and it was perfect. So that was another fun thing that we decided to do. We ended up taking pictures with our little like Chick-fil-A like spicy chicken sandwiches. But those are like the little things that made it extra special. And I feel like if I didn't get married in COVID, like I probably wouldn't have done that. I probably would have pushed harder for, you know, having more of like the fancier things. And kind of grateful that we got married under these circumstances. And you kind of just really need to keep perspective, because it can easily just kind of make you really sad if you feel like you're just missing out on everything. But I'm glad we didn't wait, and I'm glad we got married when we did. Now I'm going to go into, I'm going to use concealer. So I use the NARS Creamy Concealer in Custard. And I'm just going to place that all under my eyes, bridge of my nose. So I'm just blending that out with my Beauty Blender. The bridge of my nose. Just really pressing that into my skin. And concealer is just like the best thing ever, isn't it? Just like wakes up your whole face. Coming together. Whoa, this is bringing back so many memories. And now I'm gonna go with my translucent powder by Laura Mercier. I'm just really gentle. I'm putting it on my Beauty Blender. I'm just gonna pat that under my eyes. So now I'm going to work on my contouring, and just at the bottom of your cheekbones. I wanted to keep it really soft. I didn't want to go too harsh on my contour. Just putting all the shadows in the right places. And then I'm going to use some blush. My Sugar Bomb by Benefit. Oh wait, I forgot bronzer. I'm going to use bronzer. Hoola by Benefit. With my florist, I ended up not spending that much on my flowers. I thought it was going to be like insane, but my most important ones were my bouquet and my sister's bouquet. The venue was already so beautiful. Like it had like white roses lined all around like a ceremony site on a hill. It was like green grass everywhere. It had a big like oak tree in the back. Like it was just so beautiful. I was like, I really don't need to go crazy. Like a lot of people decorated like the altar arc thing at the back. I did like baby's breath for like my nephews that walked down the aisle. I did like one rose for the groom. And then for the reception, my mother-in-law's really close friend decorated the reception for me, which was really kind. And I just like used like one rose in a mason jar and fairy lights, and you can totally decorate so beautiful within a budget, and you don't have to go super crazy. So I like gave her my vision and the budget, and we went with that, and it was so beautiful. Now I'm gonna go in with blush, and you guys know I love my blush. So on the cheeks, I'm using Sugar Bomb by Benefit, and then I will go in with highlighter now. This is an Australian brand, so whatever highlighter you love, get that one. So I just went right here, right here. It's so pop, so nice. I like to put a little bit at the bridge of my nose. And under the brow bone. smooth. Highlighter is amazing. Okay, so now we're gonna do the lashes. I got recommended the Iconic Light by House of Lashes, and they're so beautiful. They're really natural, because I usually don't wear lashes, but they're really natural, and they just like wing out really nice, and they're like nice and full. And you want to put the glue on and let it sit for a second, because you want it really tacky before you just put them on while they're super wet, because then you're gonna have a hard time with them sticking right away. And if you ever need to cut your lashes, make sure you cut from the outer corner, because the inner corner is already like tapered in, and that's like looks really nice for the inner side. You don't want to do the inner because it's already like laid out really nice. So I did cut the outer side because they're a bit too long for me. Tweezers are always really helpful when you're putting on lashes. Put them all together. So that's one. I feel like it just like opened up my eyes so nicely. I really just wanted them to pop. Sorry guys, my camera literally died right as I was putting on the left side of my lashes. But I am done with that, and I used a waterproof mascara by Too Faced. I know you're not supposed to use mascara with fake eyelashes, but I literally just used like just a tiny bit just to kind of connect them a little bit more. So with my lips, I used Kylie Jenner liquid lipstick in Bare. I really liked it. I just feel like it didn't stay the whole day. So the color is so beautiful. It just did not stay all day. So I was a little bit disappointed in that. I like the undertone that it has. It's kind of like a pinky nudie tone. So then I went in with an all-nighter Urban Decay spray. And I really feel like this helped me a lot with my keeping my makeup on the rest of the night. I just spray a little bit. And that's pretty much it. This is what I did for my makeup look. It's still me. It's still the colors that I love, with the brownie like smoky eye and like the nice pink soft tones. It's like, I just thought it was like perfect. Again, I hope that I explained things a little bit along the way. Honestly, at the end of the day, you're getting married to the person that you love the most, and it's gonna be special, and you just really want to embrace all of the moments and not get too caught up in the little details and the little decorations and all that stuff. Like, there's gonna be something that goes wrong. Getting married in COVID was not bad. It was beautiful, it was special. Like, God's presence was there, the people that we loved were there, we felt loved, favored, like, it was just perfect. We still honeymooned after. We did a local honeymoon, so we ended up going to Lake Tahoe, and then we went to Napa Valley, and we just took like a week and a half. Was it a week and a half? I don't know, something like that. Booked in some Airbnbs, took a little road trip, and it was just perfect. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any questions about this like makeup look or what I used or how to apply something if I didn't explain it well enough, just comment down below and let me know what you guys want to see next. This channel is for you, and I really want to just create content that's going to be fun and joyful, and you know, just anything that you guys want to see, just let me know. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!